important sports programs across the country. Follow us on our Facebook page, YouTube, Instagram, or better still, on our app on Google or Play Store. For business purposes, you can contact us on these numbers. Intel Sports will remain Liberia's exclusive and best sports television station. Beyond the live conversation, the analysis and discussions with the stakeholders, players, and fans live and direct on Intel Sports. Weekend Wrap comes your way every Saturday from 10 to 12 midday. Join your presenters, Elijah Pine and Edwin Batafoyen, live and exclusive on Intel Sports. The exclusive sports show is a 1-hour conversation with policymakers, stakeholders, and direct actors in the sporting sector. The exclusive sports show brings you face to face with those who make the news in the sporting sector of Liberia. Join your host, Julius Compton, every Thursday from 1 to 2 p.m. for the program, The Exclusive Sports Show, live and direct on Intel Sports. It's new, factual, reliable, and professional. That's Sports Today on Intel Sports. Watch all of the actions, interviews with the athletes and experts in the sector on Liberia's exclusive sports online television, Intel Sports. Sports news live on Intel Sports at these times. Beyond the live conversation, the analysis and discussions with the stakeholders, players, and fans live and direct on Intel Sports. Weekend Wrap comes your way every Saturday from 10 to 12 midday. Join your presenters, Elijah Pine and Edwin Batafoyen, live and exclusive on Intel Sports.
Let me say welcome to this midweek edition of Sports Extra. I'm back on the show. We talk more about Liberian football, basketball, keyboard, chess, as well as Liberian Taekwondo Federation. The last time I told you that the Liberia Chess Federation has appointed, the just appointed, it election? No, appointment was made of the new president and they maintain the same structure with the exception of the president, Thomas Kaya, who is no longer the president of the Liberia Chess Federation. And have a new president now that he was to be here on today, but we'll have a discussion. He's been caught up with something, and this Friday we'll have the president of the Liberia Chess Federation, and he will talk to us about his new role as the president for the federation coming in currently to take on from Thomas Kaya. We're going to talk to him concerning his new role at the Liberia Chess Federation. What happened? Liberia Basketball Association big full continue on today. As you may be aware, one team have already qualified to the grand final, and that's LPRC Autos after defeating Spartacus in 2 rounds of the competition. The first defeated Spartacus 61-47 and later on defeated them. They go Sunday at the SKD Gymnasium for the second time. Despite the fight for Spartacus, they were not able to make it to the next stage of the competition. They were able to get a win, which will give them hope to play to the final stage. But howbeit, if Spartacus must play on today, it will be for sportsmanship because LPRC Autos have already qualified. As per the rule of the competition, you must have registered to yourself 2 wins, and that include getting your first win and second win, and then because it's best out of 3. Best out of 3. Once you get 2 wins, definitely you just have to play for formality, or you have to play for the sake of the competition for sportsmanship. That's the case of LPRC Autos. But as it stands, Spartacus is out of the competition because they have lost twice to others. So what go on today? We have Mighty Barrow, who had her first win in the second game of the competition of the Big 4. Best out of 3. So it's like NPA Panther 1 and that's Mighty Barrow 1. They are now 2 on points, one win conceding to both sides, and they will have to play on today to determine who join LPRC Autos to the grand final of the 2025 National Basketball First Division League. So that's it being here today. We'll talk more on this note. That go for this break. When we come back, we'll continue on this discussion. So welcome back, and others join. Others will ought to be joined by Mighty Barrow or NPA Patton. We hope to see that today. Looking at Asa Fidel's side as well as Raphael Quay's side. Asa Fidel once played the game for Patton as well. Former player, now coach, and he's doing excellently well for the boys side of NPA for the port. As you may be aware, they are in a new structure like NPA Patton that we said the last time. They are restructured our entire organization in terms of their football team, in terms of their basketball team and other associations, other sports surrounding the NPA, that's the National Port Authority. They have restructured themselves, put in new breed of leadership. And about the president now is the man, Siddiqui Konen. He's the president, vice president for operation, Eric Kitty. They are all there in terms of restructuring and rebranding the team. With the involvement of this new breed of people to be able to support the team and be able to restructure the team, they have been able to get a new form. They started the league very poor, but later on in the league, after 4 to 5 games, they bounced back and got their win, got it started, and the leadership came together, began to support them further. Like others as well, we also have others, executive director of LPRC, others, that's the Liberian Petroleum and Recycling Company. As you may be aware, Twed has been Amos Twed has been instrumental in coming to games as well as supporting the team. So and you will always see at the football field as well when LPRC others is playing. You always come there. LPRC other football team, LPRC other basketball team. You always come there to be able to support his side, which we think is very good for our sporting sector. Seeing the authority themselves getting involved and be able to support the team, it will help the team themselves to say, yes, they are not just spending their money, but they themselves, they are pressing in order to see what we do or what they spend. So it is what it is. We hope to see Patton can join others into the grand final. Mighty Barrow of Asa Fidel. The last time we saw the Vice President for Administration, Madam Rosalind Cullen, was at the SKD Gymnasium. Whenever Mighty Barrow is playing, she's always there. She's the Vice President for Administration at the level of Mighty Barrow. She's Madam Rosalind Cullen. So she was there as well, encouraging your boys when they got the win over NPA Patton. So what happened on the level of Liberia Football Association, like we said, we've been talking from Monday up to now. Edwin Barafoyan was here talking about the inauguration of new pitches across Liberia, and also looking at what does it bring to our sporting sector, what does it bring to the kids that will be able to play at these playing facilities, what does it bring to them in terms of what they do. We'll have to reduce injuries because, as you may be aware, playing on a board-headed field where you have rush and all other things, not only deterring you, but also putting on injuries on you. What we refer to in our Liberian English as sore. You go home with sore every time you go to the game. But under this new leadership of Mustafa Raji of the Liberia Football Association, many pitches have been built around Liberia in terms of improving the game, improving the facilities, and it's also providing some technical services as well as educational services for the actors as well as authorities, the athletes, and those that are partaking within the sector. Provide some capacity building for them, like referee refresher. We also have referee refresher. We also have medics refresher, and also those administrative arms being taken care of. Liberia Football Association providing a technical arm. So FIFA boosts Liberia football with additional mini pitches and state-of-the-art artificial turf projects. As you may be aware, this project was inaugurated on Monday, where we have the Liberia Football Association President Mustafa Raji, along with the Minister of Youth and Sports, Jericho Bangalu, coming on and moving on across Liberia, beginning from the ABTK Barry on the highway, that's Dwazon area, coming on to the other pitches and being able to clear it out and be able to open these projects that have been fully furnished, well prepared to be played on. So FIFA President, as you may be aware, Gianni Infantino has commended the Liberia Football Association President for being one of the first association countries to complete the FIFA Arena project. So according to him, there are 11 association countries that inaugurated the FIFA Arena project, and Liberia Football Association President Mustafa Raji is among those first batch of presidents, first batch of associations that have started the FIFA Arena project across their various countries. So it's a plus for our country. Can you imagine for the whole FIFA, the World Footballing Body president, to commend your president, not just sending a text, but rather doing it in a video phone, sending a pictorial evidence, video evidence to prove that yes, because sometimes if it's rating, people say, oh, it's nothing, not true, not FIFA president read that thing. But he came out in flesh and blood and be able to speak to the president of the Liberia Football Association, Mustafa Al-Raji, for that work being done over the years, what he's been doing in order to improve the game, what he's been doing in order to improve Liberian football. Though we may say infrastructure has been built, I saw one right out from one of those politicians in sports. One of those politicians in sports, I sort of read out for them. The essence of Liberian, according to them, the essence of Liberian football is not just to build mini pitches. It's not just to provide capacity building. It's not just to teach people what to do. It's not just to set up portals systems that people will be able to instill into them. It's not just to do this, not just to do that, but rather building on the national team. We understand. One thing, let me make you to understand today, those of you that are saying all these things, the steps to promoting football around the world is to first begin by erecting those rightful facilities, those areas that will be used for the formation of football, that will be used for the practical work of football. For example, if you don't have a field, how can a national team practice when you don't have a field? How can a national team practice when the coaches are not built efficient in terms of their coaching career? Of recent in Liberia, all of you can attest to it, at the Liberia Football Association, through CAF, 15 coaches were certificated for participating in the CAF Lesson 8 lesson. They were certificated for participating for 3 months, improving their work, improving themselves. So it's not just about bragging, it's just about talking it, but it's about how well we'll be able to adjust ourselves to these things. It's how well we have the rightful facilities to be able to put on this thing. So we'll go for a break. When we come back, we'll continue with the discussion on this note. Let's go for this break to be right back.
Congratulations to the Liberia Football Association and to President Mustafa Raji. You are part of our starting 11, the first 11 countries to officially inaugurate your FIFA Arena mini pitch, and truly kick off a project that will change the lives of millions of children. Every boy and every girl who wants to play football deserves the chance to do so. They deserve a safe space in which to learn, to play and to grow. And that lies exactly at the heart of FIFA Arena. That is what you have given children in Liberia. You are one of the first, but many more will follow. Our work has just started because our goal is to install at least 1,000 new mini pitches globally. We want to grow the FIFA Arena team to ensure generations of children around the world, particularly those in disadvantaged areas, be that in inner cities or in the countryside, will now have the chance to enjoy playing football. I wish you every success, and I hope you all enjoy your time playing the beautiful game. All the best to you all, and bye-bye.
So you listen to him, you listen to the president of FIFA. You listen to the president of FIFA, and he clearly stated out, it's a plus for Liberia. It boosts our morale in terms of what we do, in terms of practicalizing what have been received from FIFA. Other people were here. People were in positions. They received those same phonies that Mustafa Raji is receiving today. They received the same FIFA Federal projects amounts, and they misappropriated it. Today, the president of Liberia Football Association, Mustafa Raji, have decided that money that had meant for football will be used for football. And whatever he speaks, that's what he said. And that's the reality. All of us, we are seeing it. Despite people talking about political stuff, politics is being inverted, people are saying all kinds of things, but it is visible. We see it all around. I'm not trying to prove something yet, but I'm trying to tell you, there are people who were in positions, people who were president, vice presidents. The same amount was given to them by FIFA, by CAF. Not one of these things I've been seeing today was seen by them. Today, the president of Liberia Football Association, Musa Raji, have decided that football money will be used for football. It's clerical example you can see. The pages being built around, capacity buildings. You can see the TDS program that is currently ongoing. The U17 now is about to participate into the competition. This is what it is. They are about to compete into a competition in Malay. That is the TDS program. Other people receive this money. Other people receive these fundings. Have they been used for the intended purpose? That's the issue. I'm not saying Musa Raji doesn't have his own problem. Every human being got a problem. But you should also know that his work is visible. His work is visible. It's gonna be, you see it every day. So these are some of the things we need to applaud. Despite the poor form of our national team, which many of you will allocate it to or the president of Liberia Football Association to say he's the cause. While the Liberia, this kind of childish behavior, this kind of childish talks, you come around and say these things. When the national team of Liberia belonged to the government of Liberia, the president is owner, the chief patron of sports, is the owner of the national team, which is a government. The national team. Government is not focusing on the national team. They get chicken cheese to national team. All countries around Ghana of recent over $1 million was given for the 2 remaining World Cup qualified games. How much have been given to our national team from the national government? Then you want to say that RFA the problem? RFA is not the problem. So let's try to face the reality. When things have been done by an individual, the people can always say, give a man a flower when he's alive. Because I understand now when Mustafa is nowhere around, football game, people will begin to praise him. If Mustafa Raji are here, Mustafa Raji are doing the one, Mustafa Raji are doing the one, you're building capacity, you are doing the one, building fee, all around the place. So talent development screen was ongoing. Referee were getting training, medics were getting training. Match commissioner was getting training. These are the things that you'll be saying around here when you elect your Jesus, like you claim to be. When you bring into power, or when his time finish, when you leave, and those people now that you claim it, they are the rightful people to become president of Liberia Football Association. When they come in, you begin to see them. And you begin to do your comparison analysis. One will say you do your probability. Then you begin to add and subtract. When Mustafa Raji is nowhere around. And that's what has been happening in our country, we know. Coming to the national government said, when Malam Seli left power, people say, oh, Malam Seli was better than George Weah. When George Weah left power, people say, oh, George Weah is better than Bouakai. When Bouakai will leave, the next person people say Bouakai is better. These are the same traits that have been coming to our Liberian football over the years. That's the reason why we don't improve. Because we feel that individuals are the problems. But let me tell you the fact. Under this president, Mustafa Raji, Liberia football have taken a new shape. It is visible. It is visible. Say it for yourself. Ganta or Nima County are never playing on a turf. Not just a mini turf and a soft standard turf, but we're talking about turf that is of hard quality that you can play national games on. FIFA size project. 4 feet that you have to play the games. Since the Liberian Football Association was founded, none of their presidents have ever done it. Where are we? You should be able to thank people for what they do. And we work on the ills. But we're yet to do these things. Every time we bring politics into football, every time we don't see the real thing. So we'll open the line. Those of you that want to make a contribution, we'll open the line. I think our producer can project the numbers on the screen that you can be able to make your call. So like I was saying, Mustafa Raji, as president of Liberia Football Association, is doing more than his best. Other people were in the position. They didn't do what he's doing today. Why most about just coming out to just appreciate, and we Liberians be able to work on these things that are problem to our country. Everything in Liberia, politics, everything. That's the reason why our country yet to compete with other countries around the world. Because we want to politicalize everything. So you can make your call. Let's have your say. How do we make on the FIFA Forward project, the FIFA Arena project? Byway mission today, they will have a mini page that the students will be able to play on. And they no longer have to go home dirty for your mother to ask you where you come from. You don't come from school. So when the children lost time, even games, practices, they will play on a good facility. These are the things we need to look at. Building our country future. People who are in the position that are doing their best, they need to be appreciated. They need to be appreciated. Mustafa Raji deserves an appreciation for what he's doing. And I was watching the video from the presentation from some chiefs as well as resident citizens of Nima County, and they were gowning the president of Liberia Football Association. I saw 2 to 3 gowns, African suits, being given to the president. That's what we're talking about. When someone does something, you appreciate them. Because he has decided to put in his all. Football money has been used for football. You can test to it. Before the opening of the league season, like he said, thousands of football will be in the country. Footballs. RFA branded football will be in the country that you'll be able to play. Let the children play. Reggae from 3rd division level, all of you will get football right here. And also we're going in the Liberian market. The Liberian football will be seen in the Liberian market. It's Mustafa Raji doing. Of recent, you were around here when he made pronouncement for the increment in the cash prize award for 1st division team, Upper Women League. And also amount to be given to every women clubs in the Upper Women League before the start of the league season for preparation for medical and educational materials. You listen to him, football money has been used for football. Every time we come here, we tell you, via politics, we understand that other people are trying their best. They are doing their best to promote football. But the issue of bringing politics into football will not take our football anywhere. Even you come to power to become president of Liberia Football Association. So we want to say thank you for rejoining us. We are very sorry for the break-in. We have some technical problem as it relates to the current left. We needed to switch to our backup. Sorry for those of you that are just joining us. We want to say sorry for joining us at this time in terms of with just 9 minutes to go. Like I was saying, it's important at times or not at times. Every time that people are having to do something for you or someone efforts has been shown, it's important that we appreciate it as it relates to the president of the Liberia Football Association. It's not a baby play for FIFA president to say thank you. A man in a foreign land, on a foreign continent, have appreciated this president for his work being done in Liberia. Unlike our own people who are seeing the very good things, but they are so blind to it, and they just cannot appreciate because it's Mustafa Raji. Since it is Mustafa Raji, we don't care. Everything I've been done is nothing. That's part of politics. Who wanting to be president, who is the president, or who wanting to be this or that. But we need to be very clear to our conscience. We need to be real to ourselves. What these men have done in this country, other presidents were here. Other LFA presidents were here. What was they doing? Were they not receiving the same fundings that have been received today by Mustafa Raji? Were they not receiving it? I tell you, for play, they have been receiving. They've even received more. Some of them decided to erase themselves. Some of them were bound around here for misappropriating funds received today. Or funds that were given today. Funds that are received by them.